Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I just want to say hello to all of you beautiful souls out there. And wow, I know we're in spring, and today was like 70. That is the highest temperature in my area that I've gotten since spring. So I definitely was outside, and I just want to check with all of you beautiful souls and see if you were able to get out today. I hope you were. I know today I went out to my 5D fort today to clean it up, at least pick up some of the stuff. So that was a beautiful time. I wish could have had more time out there. So anyway, I hope that you were able to get out, and I hope maybe you brought some of your loved ones out. And it's so awesome at this time of year to see so many people bringing their kids and family, out for a walk. Or, like today I've seen a lot of people on their bikes. I mean, one right after another. So it made me want to have one, and that is a great workout, is riding a bike, especially uphill. So for all of you that ride bikes, good for you. I live on the second floor, so I don't want to be lugging a bicycle up and down stairs, and I wouldn't really have a place for it, but I do love riding bikes. Maybe in the future, So anyway, I hope you were able to get out, and I hope also that you're really taking good care of yourself, and don't be so hard on yourself, and make sure, you be kind to others. And, I'm so excited for this year. I don't know, like what the universe has in store. It's been really something lately in my life. I don't know. I've been going through so many changes. It's almost like I can't keep up with the universe. It's like, wow. But yeah, that's what this is like in my life right now. So I don't know. Maybe you got a lot going on. And I know at this time of year it is a lot, at least in my area, where, people might be cleaning up their yards, waiting for it to maybe even dry on their grass, because the grass is still wet in my area. And some areas nearby me might still have snow. The hiking trip I just went to last weekend had snow, so I was amazed how much they had in that area. So anyway, before I get started, I just want to welcome all of you. And if this is your first time, you're welcome to come, and watch any videos that you want. And also, if you do want to get in contact with me, you can at Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy Dingman. Kathy with a K, that is, Dingman Starlight. So those are two ways. And also, I'd really appreciate, you could also leave a message down below the video on YouTube, or, some people leave, beautiful messages on Facebook. So those of you that have been watching my videos and liking them and leaving comments, I really appreciate all of you. I really love that, I got so many out there that are watching my videos and supporting me. So I really do. I really appreciate all of you. So anyway, today, I'm not sure what I'm going to name the title, but you know the title before me right now. So anyway, this video is about twin flames, and what I wanted to say, a twin flame relationship is not what you think. And you might be wondering, there's lots of videos out there of other people that have so much information about twin flames. And I've been learning quite a bit about twin flames, like couples and relationships where, it is kind of strange where I'm kind of like single but not. It's kind of weird because I've never met my twin flame. And even though he doesn't actually write to me, or not really, he might text me a little bit, but not on a cell phone, so it is a different kind of relationship. I know some people got upset with my one video that I mentioned that, my twin flame has my number, but he doesn't call me up on the phone to communicate that way, and I think they kind of got upset with this whole twin flame thing. And, it's kind of silly to get upset over something, like I'm the one going through it, not you. So really, I just actually was telling a young man in my area, which I believe he's homeless, and I met him on a bike trail, and like we were talking, and I asked him if he knew what a twin flame was, and he really didn't know, and that's why I wanted to make this video. It's pretty much the things that you don't think. I mean, like, I know when I went on dating sites in the past that I had certain things that I was looking for as far as a man goes, like as far as like looks, I was always, through my whole life, like because I'm a white female, is, I really always wanted to date a white male, or other races like maybe Chinese, and I never dated any of them, but I always was drawn to men from India. I don't know why, there's something about their eyes that I've been drawn to, like out in public where I love looking at people's eyes. I'm really drawn to doing that, where a lot of people out in public, they don't like that at all, really. I've noticed is that there's not a lot of eye contact out there, and that's why I made that one video about where's your smile. We don't have to wear the mask anymore, so anyway, I love looking at people's eyes. And so one of the things that, like as far as when I was on the dating site, I was always looking mainly for a white male. And and the other thing that I was searching for, which is kind of strange, is not really strange, but, like because I live in the United States area and I am in the New York State area, anytime that I filled out my profile on the dating site, you can always go on this dating site, but believe me, they actually have a lot of fakes out there, and that's called Plenty of Fish. It's not the greatest dating app out there. There's a lot of fakes out on that dating app, and it is free. It's actually 100% free. I actually did pay for other dating sites before, and I said I'll never do that again. It wasted like my money. I really didn't feel like I was getting my money's worth out of that app. And so anyway, the other thing that I was searching for as far as males go, for I was looking for somebody to be friends. I wasn't in the rush. I learned that when I was younger, to not try to hurry up. And this is what happens a lot, where people are just like instantly, wanting a girlfriend, or instantly wanting right away, like, hey, like, hi, my name is Starlight, and your name is what, George? We're all already boyfriend and girlfriend, without even really getting to know each other, and they, people are so quick these days, and it's been like that for a long time, but, we gotta slow down, so anyway, I put on my profile, like the title of my dating app was searching for men in the Albany, New York area, hey, I'm right here in the Albany, New York area. So I was always looking. I didn't want to drive more than a half hour away from my area to meet, like a guy, for even to start trying to learn about him, to be even a friend, So that is because I planned on, like, I wanted to spend, a lot of time with that person, like, and I understand, like, Monday through Friday or even Saturday, a lot of people work on those days, or off and on those days, or everybody's schedules are different. So I was always trying to get hooked up with a guy to start off with, trying to work on to being friends at first, and so that is one thing. And let's see, the age was, I just had a man, like, on he was younger than me, probably my kids' age. So he was pretty much letting me know that he was interested in me. And, it was kind of weird because I definitely believe he was a homeless man out there and trying to pick me up. Not really. Well, actually, he did offer me a ride. Like he wanted to give me a piggyback ride, Hi, my name is, and your name is, and you want to go a ride on my back already? So I never know who I'm going to meet, like on the bike trail or in life general, like anyway. So he was asking me a lot of questions, and he was asking me, would I ever date a young man? And you know what? If you asked me that like about a year ago, I would have said no. I was always, I was always searching, for a guy to be friends. But, like on that friend part is I was really searching for, a guy at least my age or older. And not too old, because, everybody's different when they get like my age and before my age and older, because, I desire to be with a guy that is really taking care of himself. That's why I was kind of picky on the age thing on guys that were older than me, because there's some guys that could be older than me that, they say, yeah, I'm maybe 54, and then I'm, whoa, 54? You don't look 54. I would have thought you were like, 65 or something, really, you're 54. And, so really I'm not about the outward appearance, but, I do want to be with somebody that I'm proud to be with, and somebody that's taken really good care of themselves, I desire to be with a man that doesn't smoke cigarettes, or drink alcohol. Really, I'm good on the, I've gone through a lot with dating men that drink too much alcohol. So, I prefer, a guy that doesn't drink alcohol at all, really. So, and what I've learned now since last year of 2022, like I get these dates right. Sometimes numbers and me do not match. You give me a number test, I'll show you how to fail it. They actually did that when I was younger. I had to repeat just four numbers. And what they did is I wasn't really paying attention. They would give you four numbers and you had to, repeat them back. And then what they did, if you didn't get it right, is that they would mix up those four numbers and still use the same numbers, but in a different order to see if you could get those four numbers right. And so I am not really a numbers person. I had to throw that in there anyway. So when it came to men for their age, I told this young guy yesterday, what my reasoning was, why I, how I feel about if I was to date young men. And so I had to let him know about a twin flame. And then he didn't know anything about a twin flame. And then I told him, before I was never, even though guys look good, I never really wanted to be with anybody like my kids' age, I'm like, hey, I'm your mom, kind of deal, so I really did. I always my kids are I got one that's 34 and one that just turned 31. So I'm I really tried to stay away from that age group, because I'm old enough to be your mom, so and anyway, the other reason why I really desired older men instead of younger guys my kids' age was really experience was a big thing on me, is because a guy that's my kids' age hasn't really had a lot going on as far, some people, they get hooked up with somebody and they just stay with that person and that's all they know. And then other, like guys and girls, this is for guys and women here, is, where other men and women might have multiple, had different relationships with different, and everybody's different when it comes to their background. Some men and women are into, like a one night stand or friends with benefits and stuff like that, where they might have had multiple partners, on and off, and then, they might have had like serious relationships, maybe, a 3-year relationship, or, like a long-term relationship, or, it could have only lasted, like a year, so the experience that, like an older man would have where, hey, he's, and it kind of sounds gross really, to think about this because, and I understand like even men that, some men might even ask you like, or women, might say, how many relationships have you been into throughout your life? Well, it is kind of, it's best to have a nice pure relationship like my son had, or is having, where, the first girl he got married to her and had a baby, and he's happily married to her. They have their own house that they own, and they have a son, like 3.5, so that is the most beautiful thing you can ever have. And that's what I told him. You're a virgin, marry one. That's my tip for my baby. I'm like, you don't want to really go with a girl that's been around the block a few too many times. You really want to get hooked up with a Christian lady that's pure and clean, because then it's you won't you won't have to worry about hearing all the sad stories of all the abuse and all the trouble that she had with past relationships. I didn't want my son to have to hear all the horrible stuff that she went through, like what I've gone through, and like, because after a while, people are going to find out like your past relationships, when you get to know each other. You might have questions about past relationships. So besides the experience on, like young men, the other reason, like I desired a guy near my age was maturity. Sorry guys, but yeah, like maturity, where they might need to grow up still, like they're still babies, where, like I never want to be like a mommy figure, to a man that I would ever go out with, or even start to be friends with. I really want the man to be the head, and take charge, in the relationship, be the head, as they say in the Bible, to be the head of the household, to be the man that makes up the rules, and, where I would be the submissive, he would be the dominant type. So, like a young man might, depending on really how they were brought up also, it doesn't mean that all young men are immature, like, and that's where I've actually heard a lot of men, they desire to be with a young chick, but then they're like, the maturity, they drive me nuts because they're so immature right at that age, and, there's a lot of growing yet, that they have to do, and, a lot of people know women can be more emotional than males. Not saying men don't have feelings at all. There's some men that actually might even have more emotions, like than a female could have, depending on the female or the male, So what I've learned, though, with a twin flame relationship is that all the things that I ever thought, like what I desire to be with, the twin flame relationship changed it up. So now, like I actually have a higher love with a guy. He's my twin flame, and he's the spiritual one. He's the one that knows what's going on, and I am actually the one learning from him, which that's the way I prefer it. I love it this way, where he can teach me things, and so it is awesome that my twin flame knows a lot about spirituality and people. So that's a huge plus. And I do have to say he's young like my kids' age, but he is so mature. He blows my mind away with the maturity level that he has. And he lives far away, like universe. What's up with that? Like he lives way over there. Like, hi, I'm over here. So yeah, he lives far away. I've had many men on a dating app of Plenty of Fish that's like, they lived way out in another state, and I'm like, sorry, delete, bye. Nice knowing you. Where the universe has a way of like anything that you thought what you desired in life for a relationship, like forget it, it gets tossed out the window. So the guy that I'm in a higher love with actually whoosh, lives way over there. I can't even, it's not a 35-minute drive. I don't even know how many days it would take just to drive there, or how many hours it would take to take a plane to get to his place. So it is funny how it's so far away. And the farthest I've ever went was Florida, from New York. So that's the farthest I've ever gone, like from New York. And I think that might have been the only place that I took a plane to was to go to Florida. So that is as far as I've gone in my life. And so yeah, and the funny other thing is this twin flame of mine is not white. Not white. It's funny because I told my family many things about this, like about the kind of guy I would or would not date, and so my family, some of my family that do know about this, they're in shock. Really, Mom? So it is so funny how, like this twin flame thing really can make you just, everything that you thought and all that stuff gets flushed right down the toilet bowl, and now, like I have a higher love for, like a man that lives far away. I don't even know his telephone number, and mine's an awesome number. I love my telephone number. And so like he has mine, where the communication is not normal, not one bit at all. It is very hard, I have to say, because it does complicate things for me, really. Not so much for him, so much, because I do communicate with him on the internet. And I feel like it's kind of the way the universe is, because the universe does not like send me a text message or gives me a phone call. No, I got to figure this out with numbers or dreams, or watching YouTube videos or doing tarot card reading, like I don't do the reading myself, but I do have a few men out there that I love. They are so sweet. Some of them get me laughing. I love their personalities. So yeah, a twin flame relationship is not anything that you would think. And there is a radio station that I've been recently listening to again, and there's a show at nighttime. A lady comes on, her name is Delilah. I love that name. And it's all about, talking about love and all that stuff. And a man, and it reminded me of my twin flame. He's like, well, he goes, I don't know where to start or whatever, but I met this beautiful girl, and he goes that normally, he's always after the same kind of type of female in his life, somebody thin, and but the funny thing is that somehow or another, I didn't really hear the whole thing, but somehow or another he met a female, and she's not thin, but you know what? She has worked on his heart, where he's actually saying, wow, you are like, where have you been my whole life? You are so beautiful. And, that's what a twin flame thing can do a relationship. Be like, like I would have, if I seen you on the street, I would have never thought that I would ever desire to be with somebody like you, and so like with this man that called on the radio, like he is beside himself. He has fallen in love with a woman that might be larger than what he was wanting to be with. But what I thought was cute is he said he was not a good-looking guy himself, which I've noticed that's how it goes, though. A lot of guys, it doesn't matter what they look like, they all want a good-looking chick, it seems like, a thin model, like, type woman. And I'm thinking, why would this guy, he's, like, want somebody like me, like when, like, hello, like I always thought that you should try to date with somebody, like, similar to what you look like, and not to try to go after women that could be like your daughter's age, but there's I've been on a couple of dating sites, but I've been on this one particular one for years, and that's what I came across is it doesn't matter what the guy look like, they all desire pretty much to want to be with a good-looking, model-looking girl, and not all of them, but everyone that contacted me, I was like, but I desire to be with a man that's taken really good care of himself. And like I said in other videos, it's you do have to have some kind of attraction, whether their personality or, I got a huge turn on about, intelligent men. Whew. If anything can get me going is like a man that really knows his stuff, that is really a big turn on for me. I've always been like that my whole life, and also dominant males. I'm not into submissive type males. I really prefer a guy that is playing his role as to being a dominant male. So you might be out there like searching for someone, and I found out when I worked on myself. That's when I discovered my twin. I discovered, I didn't even know it, like I was watching YouTube videos for the longest time, and like actually it's not, I'm not even joking when I say this. One day my twin shocked me so bad that I was sitting, I wasn't even trying to do this, but he got me pitter-patter all over and I literally slid right off my couch. That is what my twin flame can do to me. I have never had a man to ever affect me like that in my whole existence on planet, at least this lifetime here. I don't know about in my past life, but yeah, I literally slid right off my couch. I was like, like I was on a slide or something, and I just slid right off my couch and landed my butt on the floor. That's how intense this can be, being with a twin flame. They can really, give you some highs, where you're like, wow, this is so beautiful, and I haven't even met them, where normally it seems like, you have to kind of see them, go out to dinner, go out hiking or something to kind of build something here, sit next to each other, where you can feel their vibes and stuff, like, woo, like, I can't even imagine when I meet my twin flame. I think the planet is going to explode at that point, because I discovered him, really August 15th of 2022, and the 15th and the 16th, and my birthday was after that, which on the 16th I ended up in the hospital because my twin flame shocked the blank out of me. He really did. That's when I felt like he entered in me, and I didn't know the whole time he was searching for me. So it is very interesting how you can, I definitely was not searching for a man that lived far away, or a man, that was around my kids' age, or, like a man of a different race, it is something how, like, the universe can really change your mind about the whole thing, and, like, if I thought that before, I would have been, you're crazy. I would, that's not what I desire to be with. But now it's to the point that's all I desire to be with, is my twin flame. You know, I would never go back to an ordinary relationship. You know, there's nobody in my past I could ever, you know, like want to go with. You know, like I believe in, if you've been with somebody in the past, you know, had a past relationship, to just leave it there. You know, like, to me, you're going in the wrong direction if you go backwards and go out with somebody that you've already been with. It didn't work. You know, why would it work now? You know, you broke up for a good reason, you know. But that's my opinion, you know. So anyway, a twin flame is nothing what you think. And so, you know, like, work on yourself, and that's how you're going to find out who your twin flame is. And, you know, I do. I love my twin flame so much. I'm in a crazy kind of love. And I get the highs, extremely highs, and the, you know, the lows that come with it. And that's what it is like. And it only can get better, you know, like, so it does take time. And what I really, truly love about my twin flame is that he's very patient, you know, like, where, you know, like in my past relationships where, you know, like, everybody was such in a, you know, wanting to make everything happen so quick. You know, they're such in a rush to hurry up and get your telephone number and hurry up and come to your house, hurry up and take you out to dinner, you know. So that is one of the strangest things that I do love about my twin flame, is he's given me time to get to know him, and where he can get to know me too. So anyway, I love all of you, and I hope you get some help from this. And you know, there's other people out there that do have videos on twin flames. I do have a lady on my Facebook. She's awesome. I love her personality. She is something. She's got some she knows how to lay it out on her videos sometimes. I love listening to her. And so anyway, you ought to check her out. But this is Starlight, and like I said, if you want to contact me, you know, you can on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, you could give this video a thumbs up and share, and you could leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel is absolutely free. Free for you. Yeah, I'm going to give it free for all of you. I won't charge you anything. So anyway, I do love all of you, and you enjoy the rest of your day. This is Starlight, love and light. Peace.